Welcome back. I am so excited for our second episode of Dear Source, your Ascendancy Hotline. My name is Erin, and I could not be more thrilled for our topic today. So I will start off by reading the letter that I received, and we'll just hop right in. So this says, Dear Source, I've been struggling with setting boundaries for as long as I can remember. I'm a recovering people pleaser, and it's been difficult to break free from that habit. I find myself constantly putting others' needs before my own, even when it's to my detriment. I know that boundaries are essential for healthy relationships, but I'm afraid of hurting people's feelings or disappointing them. I often feel guilty for saying no or asserting myself. I'm looking for guidance on how to set boundaries without feeling selfish or causing conflict. Thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely, a struggling people pleaser. So, thank you, a struggling people pleaser, for your letter. And I think this is such a great topic because I think it encapsulates a lot of what we see in society today, with, I think, where most individuals reside. Like, we're very caught up in what other people think. And we think that what they think determines our worth and our value. And really, this discussion today is how you start to set boundaries, because if you start to create separation, if we remember the fundamental principles of who we are, that we are the divine, that we are God Himself made manifest, we are God eternal within the body, we are here as an emanation of God, that the only way that God can experience Himself is through an expression of us. And the only way we know God is through the remembrance of who we truly are, that we are our soul, that we are that divine blueprint that makes our soul uniquely ours and no one else's. And we are here to also remember that and stand in that truth. And in remembering that and standing in our truth, we express the light of the divine through us. And I know it talks in scripture about we are here to shine our light, and we're not here to dim our light. Anytime we choose to do something to make somebody else feel comfortable or happy, or to please them potentially, this is what they're looking for, so I will be that, we actually are not honoring ourselves. So anytime we're not in our full truth of who we are as an individual, and to know that that strength is like an oak tree. It is strong, it is steady, and we're here to hold firm in that and to sway with the loving knowingness that everyone else is also an oak tree. And how we start to then energetically set boundaries is by knowing who we are and holding that vibration and holding that frequency. We actually, as we start to really do the inner work, when we start to really focus on ourselves and focusing on our internal frequency of who we are, because we are here to be in right relationship with everybody else. There's only one collective consciousness here. There's only one of us here. So every other person we are experiencing is a mirror reflection of ourselves as well. So There's no need to people please. What that person is offering you is an opportunity for you to stand in your truth, to stand in your true version of your authenticity. And when you have the opportunity to do that, we've kind of conflated here and got it wrong of like, I can stand in my truth and still be all love, still be the Christ-like in the way that I interact with every other person. I don't have to say mean things. I don't have to say, you know what, X, Y, and Z. Like, these are my boundaries, don't cross them. When you step into that truth, you know exactly who you are. You start to also emanate that and put that out into the world. And then you can lovingly express, you know what, this is how I hold and see myself. And that person may or may not give you feedback, but if they are, that's also an opportunity to go, am I really standing in my truth? Am I really offering the frequency where I'm holding my rooted, grounded self in the knowingness of who we are? We are here all to be our divine expression of ourselves. And when we know that we're the divine expression of ourselves, how other people view us and the energy to try to keep them happy or maybe not share your opinion starts to diminish, because you also know that there's a detachment from that. That isn't you. You're not over identified with the ego self. The illusion of the separate self, is the Course in Miracles would talk about, where if you're sitting in that egoic place of separate from everybody else, then everybody else, essentially, you see the world is working against you, versus seeing yourself with one with everybody, and you're in union with that, and you're working in cooperation with that, and that you can hold who you are and you can allow people to be who they are, and it doesn't need to cause strife. And that's what we're really here to learn as a human race and as a human species, is that we are here to become the divine authentic expressions of ourselves. And we do that through all of our daily work and interactions with every relationship that we're in, to explore the truest essence of who we are. So when we know who we are and we know we're one with everybody else, it's coming into the concept of I am my brother. I am the person that's my boss at work, and I want to keep them happy. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to put my head down and work, but internally I'm miserable. Well, that internal misery is then creating that disalignment from yourself. So you're now not operating at your highest frequency. So you have to then get in and explore, like, what is it about that situation? Fear, control, lack, attachment to the outcome, whatever it might be, that's causing me to want to just placate and keep the situation like, oh, we'll pretend we are getting along here right now. All is well. It's okay. Like, your job as you're the creator of your reality, of being an emanation of the universe, is to take that lesson and to realize, like, there's disalignment here. So what is the lesson right now for me in this that would then make me be able to go into my boss's office and to be completely grounded in who I am, and to be able to articulate what I think, what I have to share, what's my wisdom, and to be detached from their reaction to it and whatever they give back. When you're grounded in the truth of who you are, in your true frequency, your truest authenticity, you're then going to be able to be that oak tree. And when the boss's thoughts or whatever they have to say comes back at you, you get to just kind of sway with that. You get to receive that from a loving place. If you can see your boss is another emanation of God, a child of God, and that where they're operating from is the highest frequency that they're at, and you can be loving towards that and know that their reaction is theirs, your reaction is yours, and how you feel internally is just a GPS to internally align to a higher degree of consciousness. And that's the only journey we're here on our human path, is to take every moment in every situation to continue to bring us back to the divine knowingness of who we are. So when we're trying to please others to make them feel more comfortable, and we're not honoring our authenticity and our truth, and we're dimming our light to make them feel more comfortable, well, the only person that truly violates is you. We're here to shine our lights bright. And when we shine our bright light, and when we stand in the knowingness that we are an emanation of God, we are God itself, made manifest on this earth. We are here in unison with everything and everyone in divine relationship. All of them are God, and I am in relationship with those, seeing myself in that and remembering our oneness with that. Then we can move through, and we're not people pleasing. We're not people pleasing at that point. We're honoring ourselves. And whatever God gifted you, each one of us has a unique frequency. Each one of us has a unique gift to offer this world to tune into. That if you can hold that frequency and that knowingness, and that is your role and responsibility, whatever else happens is just an opportunity to grow and tune in and tap into that. And every other individual has to be doing the same. As when you also step into this work, and you step into, how do I just keep attuning myself to the highest vibrational frequency of who I am, you start to become less and less concerned about what other people are thinking or what other people are doing, because you see them as you see them as an emanation of God, you see them through the divine eyes, and to love them for exactly where they are at on the journey. And there is no judgment. Because when you judge somebody, that's also an internal compass to come back into yourself to go, why am I holding that judgment against that individual? Our only job here is to become the highest expression of our frequency, our highest vibration, the highest form of which God made manifest for us, and to use every opportunity gifted to us to tune into that and to honor everybody else's frequency and where they're at and where people shift and are at. Again, attachment is from our ego. Oneness is knowing we're all interconnected, and it's all eternal, and it's all divine. So if I can move beyond being attached and being attached to that individual in relationship to people pleasing and what that means, then we can drop out of our struggle, because it's like, I'm already in union with this person on a soul and eternal level. Whatever form is going on in the 3D world is for my highest and greatest growth. So there's going to be people that are going to come in and out of your life. Sometimes they come in, they leave permanently. Sometimes they come in, they stay. Sometimes they come in, they go out, they come back in. God has a divine plan. We actually don't need to attach to any of that. That's our ego, because our ego is trying to assign, label, attach. What does this mean? And we also eliminate a lot of distraction from our own lives when we help quiet the ego and just move into a state of beingness when we're in interactions with every other human being. We're just here to be. I mean, our name says it. We're human beings, which means we're here to be in a state of oneness, of love, and to offer that in every interaction and everywhere that we go. So when we think about what's kind of at play or what's going on here, we have this beautiful opportunity to remember really the laws of the universe, that there's only one of us here, that we are an emanation of God. We are source itself. Expressing that into the universe is our own unique frequency of who we are, and that we're here to stand in that. And when we focus on that light, that's our life's work. And things will present itself to tune us to that. So when things are happening, we want to go within to point that back within ourselves to go, what is my lesson to get back into alignment with the highest frequency of myself? Because when we're tuned into that, we then become truly authentic. We become truly free because we're truly the authentic expression of ourselves. And we're also living in alignment with the law of one, because we also remember that everyone else is divine and is unique, but they're just like us. And that I can see them through the eyes of Christ, and I can interact with them as a child of God, that they are me, and you are just mirroring and helping each other grow. You're helping each other become the strongest willow tree, and that we have the ability to sway with the love that we know that they are us, and that we can offer that. So if we harm somebody else, and people pleasing is harming ourselves, but when we harm another through negative words, negative actions, truly the only person that we're harming is ourselves. Like, we think we're doing, it's like, I'll tell you, but really the only person that we are violating is ourselves, because we're acting out of alignment with the oneness of God. So you can honor yourself and have boundaries and be loving. We can do it all. And it doesn't mean you have to be soft and uncompromising. It means that you can stand in the truth of who you are, and you can hear the truth of everybody else and help them access their truth, and know that no one needs to have walls built or put up because people are viewing things different ways. Because again, we all have a different frequency. We all have a different offering here on this earth, and we are not to conform. There is no, you can't possibly make a world where it's like we're all equal. Yes, we're all equal because we're one, but we're all unique in the frequency of who we are and what we do. So hopefully that answers your question. When you notice like, I'm not in the truth of who I am, that's a great time to step back after the interaction and inquire, like, why am I not honoring? What am I not honoring in myself? And what was that person giving back to me for me to step more into my truth? So incredible question, because I think as a society, this is what we're here to heal. We are here to heal this. We are here to honor ourselves. We are here to go on the greatest love story of our lives, which is falling completely in love with ourselves and knowing ourselves completely. So if you ever want to talk more about this, please reach out. I am available if you ever want to book a free consultation with me and spend 45 minutes to an hour together just to talk about you and where you're at and what's going on. Please, I will include the link below for you to book a free call with me. And I'm also working on creating an incredibly collaborative community where you can have all your spiritual and physical 3D aspects met, really honoring the body, the mind, and your soul to be the complete wholeness of who you are, in a community where you can get coaching from experts, what you need to really align and honor to the highest frequency to who you are. So that's in the works. So more to come on that group and what that will look like. But I really think it'll be transformational in helping people have the space to co-create, to work with other individuals, and to really step into the fullest expression of themselves. So I look forward to connecting with you. Please keep sending me letters, keep writing to me so that I can come on here and channel and answer for you what God wants you to know and how you can flip your current situation to change that to something that will serve you for your spiritual growth. So please continue to write in. I'm here to offer what comes through me for the greatest good of the human collective so that we can all ascend together. So until tomorrow, lots of love and light, and I will see you on the next episode of Dear Source, Your Ascendancy Hotline. Please like, share, subscribe, and also share if this message resonates and you know that there's somebody that might need to hear it. Love you.